I'm live. I don't know. It's a little slow these days, this live streaming on Facebook. It kind of like spins and then you don't know if you're live or not. But I think I'm live now. Hey, good morning, guys. Wanted to share something today. This concept of wearing these masks of protection and how these masks, these different masks that we put on to hide our vulnerability and our insecurities really block us and protect us from our purpose. So my name is Jennifer Luddington. I'm a high performance mindset and health coach. And I love helping people generate their own power so that they can stop blowing up their lives and start blowing up their lies. So it's a really powerful thing when you're able to do that. And it's so powerful. I've been grateful that I've been able to help those A-type women who are super driven, who are super getting after it. They're hustling hard, and they might have forgotten that magical piece of vulnerability and letting everything be seen. I also love helping those women, those B-type women that are behind the scenes that maybe wear a different mask, and I help them remove that and live into their purpose. And today I wanted to talk to you about this. It came up at the gym for me because I was watching this woman that I see there often, and I felt myself in her. I could connect with her. I saw my former self in this woman, and I saw the pain and the strive and the perfectionism. And yeah, it was an assumption, but I've done this long enough to where I feel like I can really see that in people because I had it myself. This mask of perfectionism, and I did a post on it recently called the weary warrior. And there's this mask that you wear of perfectionism that blocks you from your purpose because you're striving and, trying so hard to put up a wall around you to protect you from pain, or being seen as anything less than perfect, or being discovered as an imposter, or being seen as someone that's not capable. And that literally stopped me from seeing my purpose in life and kept me stuck behind this wall of protection that not only protected me from the pain, right, of being vulnerable to people and being judged and not being good enough, but it also protected me from my purpose. It protected me from actually taking chances and risks and stepping into fear so that I could really become who I knew I was, who I forgot to remember. And what I wanted to share with you guys today, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but what I want to open up for you is, what kind of mask are you wearing? What kind of mask are you wearing? If you're like me, you are wearing the mask of the weary warrior, the mask of perfectionism, right? And it was masking all your insecurities and the soft parts of you that you didn't want to be hurt again. And so I'm going to be posting this week all the different masks. There's 3 I've narrowed it down to that I've worked with and women I've worked with over the course of the past 15 years and how to break that down. And so I want to give you 2 tips today that will help you break down that wall. There's 2 main components that you need to do in order to start to break down that wall. And before you can even do that, you have to have the awareness of what mask you're wearing. So this week in my Instagram posts and here on Facebook, you can see these different masks I break down, and then you can join me for these lives. But this first one is this weary warrior, this perfectionism mask, and you have to be aware of the mask that you're wearing. You have to be honest enough with yourself to see that for what it is without judgment, right? So without judging yourself, to saying, this is what I'm doing, right? And before you can even start to create a solution, you've got to create awareness around it. And then the next step, there's 2 parts. And the first part is you've got to create evidence. You've got to create evidence that you're safe when you expose your insecurities, when you expose your imperfection. You've got to create evidence that you won't be harshly judged. You've got to create evidence that you can power through that and it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing that could happen. And you do that incrementally. And you do that in a safe, secure environment. And that's where the second part comes in. And as you're building that slow, steady, incremental confidence that you can be vulnerable, you don't have to be perfect. It's okay. A little bit of mediocrity is all right. We're all not perfect. And when we expose those parts of us, nothing terrible is going to happen. The second part is to contain yourself and get yourself a nurturing, loving, supportive community that will be there for you, that will continue to support you in your growth. Breaking down those bricks one by one, brick by brick, knocking them down, allowing the light to come in, and allowing light to come in so that you stop living in darkness. Because when you're walled up in a mask of perfectionism, the wall is so high you can't let the light in anymore, and it gets dark fast. At least it did for me. So what I've created in my programs is we're running a 21-day challenge right now. It's called Values Division. And the first step I do with the ladies in this challenge is for women only. It's part of my new division of my company called She Ascends. And what I do is the first thing we do is create connection and safety. Connection and safety in our community so that we can create the evidence that we're safe when we're not perfect, that we're safe when we let our insecurities hang out, that we're safe when we actually show up as our true selves, and that we're still going to be part of the tribe and accepted. So you guys, listen, I'm running another challenge on November 2nd. It will start up again, which I'm excited about. You don't have to wait. If you want to register and save your seat for that next challenge, hey, look me up, let me know. And if you want to check out more of my stuff online, you can find me at my new website, which is sheascendslife.com. You can also find me everywhere on social media, jenniferluddington.com. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon this week.